Good evening. I'm back. Gonna try it again. Yes, indeed. Okay, so this is the second try, and usually on the second try, I don't do anything different. I just try it again. Now that I know the scenario a little bit, I'll have the same guys, try a different strategy, maybe tweak my decks a little bit, see if there's a way to get through this thing without dying again. But now it's determined that this is a freaking long scenario. It's going to take about 12 moves just to get into the last area. Because if you figure you can move an average of two, maybe just slightly more than two. And if I was to go straight to it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you consider it's probably 10 to 12 moves, if I get to move 4 a few times, that's just moving straight at the target, never moving less towards the target. And that's moving direct. It's probably at least 12 turns. Now, considering historically speaking, I have only ever had 15 turns. That gives me 3 turns where I don't move. Only 3 turns where I don't move. And so I have to kill everything on the turns that I'm moving. And yeah, in fact, that only gets me into the last room. That last room is about this big. I've seen the tile is about this big, and you have to turn off 2 switches, which are somewhere in that room. I forgot, I don't remember where, but probably in the back. You probably have to go all the way to the back of the room and flip those switches. So that's probably another, it looks like by the size of the tile, 1, 2, probably 3 more turns. So it's going to take 15 turns to go from where I'm at the beginning to the back of the last room, which is by far the hardest. I've never actually had 15 turns. If I have, it's been once. I usually exhaust before I can get 15 turns off. So essentially, and the win conditions for this, kill every monster. So along the way, there's ooze and there's dooms. Both of them summon more monsters. So you got a minimum of 5 monsters. You got the 3 in this room and 2 and 5 more in the next 2 rooms. That's 8 monsters. And then the ooze starts splitting itself and the dooms will summon more spirits. And I don't even know what's in the last room. Probably another monster, probably a boss. So somehow I've got to move 15 times all the way through, killing every monster along the way, always moving forward to even beat the scenario. It sounds like whoever designed these scenarios really just said, we're going to make them all near impossible to do under the rules of the game. I don't know, maybe if they're easier to kill, I don't have to waste as much time. If you're fully optimized, if you're a min-maxer being you only play with the 2 most perfect guys, and you know exactly, you've got all your turns mastered, and you just never have bad luck. Every shot goes off the way you plan. That's really how it has to happen to make this possible. Me, historically, if you've seen any of my streams before, you'll know they don't do that for me very often. I rarely get everything to go off. In fact, there's a good chance that I will have bad misses at points. Just the way it is. And I don't min-max. I don't have the 2 characters that would be the best suited for this. It is quite possible with 4 people that you can strategize a little bit. Okay, with 4 people, you might be able to say, all right, fastest guy, your job, run to the other room, flip those switches. Just get in there, flip the switches, survive, do whatever you got to do. Just get there, flip the switches. And meanwhile, the other guys all fight their way forward. Just killing, making sure everything dies, and they try to catch up to you. They won't have to go all the way. So you could possibly have one guy who moves really well just run for the other room and try to dodge people and maybe get those switches flipped. And then you guys can kind of meet in the middle, and maybe you have two people run that way. Go in there, one kind of helps defend and fight their way through and get those switches flipped. And then you guys kind of just kill stuff from the back and the front, maybe. You can kind of optimize your movement. You won't have to constantly be moving forward. You can just kill stuff. Here, I've got two characters again. This is two characters. I am at an increased level of difficulty because I'm doing it solo, and they add more. And so normally, if you were only two people playing two characters, you would only be doing level 2. This is a level 3 scenario because as two people playing solo, it's a little harder. But the thing is, it doesn't change the length of this thing. So I don't know that it's any easier for two people I don't know that it's ever easy because of the length. Simply put, even if you're playing like 2 levels lower than the expected, you still have to move 15 spaces forward. And if you don't have the cards to do it, because you think about it, you only get 5, 4, 3, 2, it's not quite that bad, but it's about that. It rounds. So you're losing cards. So if you lose any of your big move cards, you could find it that you can't even get there. So yeah, it's going to be really challenging to get to the other side of this thing. So I got to get started. I don't have all night. I do have to get up and work out in the morning on my other stream, if I stream it. So I got to. I'm going to take a quick look at Adrian's. I'm going to take a quick look at Adrian's deck, and because I'm thinking I might try to utilize these traps on the way out. They do. I know I'm walking around and talking. Sorry about that. The traps do significant damage. It can do 5 damage. So if I can push one of these guys into the trap or pull them into a trap, that could be quite good. So I'm going to tweak my cards here. So I can maybe push these guys into this trap. Because it does 5 damage. 5 damage pushing these guys into the trap is very good. It will get rid of the trap, but it also allows me, yeah. I'm gonna try it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I fail. Boo. that's a thing for sure. But yeah, just trying to figure out the best plan for getting through there. I do have both my push and my pull are not even in my deck right now. If I'm going to use these traps at all and try and pull this off, I mean, these guys have 10 health, which is a lot of health. Oh, they have 9 health. But a 5 damage dropping them into the trap would be very useful. Now, I only have one trap here that's actually likely to be used. There's 3 of them, but I don't see how I would ever get this guys into the other 2 traps. So it's going to be a matter of finding the best way to drop them in. Now, there's no other traps that I'm aware of in the entire rest of this area, so I can only use the ones here. But if I can like hit these guys and push them into the trap, I might kill one of them, and then I can hopefully wound the other. That's kind of the plan. And I presume traps are traps. They go away as soon as you hit them, I'm pretty sure. So I am just trying to figure out the best way to tweak her deck and get one of these pushes and or pulls into my deck. I don't know that pulling guys next to me in this particular scenario is also great. um, But I do know that we have to move. We do have to move through here quickly. So what time is it? It's 8:30. I've got 2.5 hours. So all right, let's see if I can figure out a way to hit these guys. Plus, I don't believe they're protected from. I don't think their armor protects them from trap damage. So I think armor or shields only protect you from attacks. So that's why I'm hoping I can get this trap damage off, because it's like free piercing. So hmm it's gonna be so hard. I trying to figure out how I'm gonna move every turn, and then basically what I'm gonna try and do is move, attack, and then attack, move on these guys, and just try to get stuff off that's gonna accomplish what I need it to. So yeah, not a lot of not a lot of a lot of good options here. I wanna. I got so many things I want to do. I may have to use my flight just to get over these traps. And yeah, I'm gonna try to push, pull plan. We'll see how it goes. So that means I got to get something else. I don't have all. I'm not going to be able to attack very often. So really, what I've got to do is do as maximum damage in as short a time as possible, and then just run. That's really what it's going to come down to. It's going to be run for the hills, my friends, because you're not going to get another turn. Um, I can't. It's just like go, 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 go. And I'm going to be hit by stuff, and they're going to try to pin me, and they're just going to be all rotteny all along the way. And I'm thinking I might have to just get up in their face on the first turn. All right. Most of these guys have range, except for these two, which we're hoping to leave behind at some point. So that's got 4 move on it though. Can't get rid of cards that have 4 move because I don't have enough move to do that. This one looked like a good attack. But I can't. All right, I'm going to get rid of Resolve Courage. I'm not going to be able to put my pull and my push back in here. So if I'm going to do push, I'm going to have to go with this one. Unbreakable Wall. It's the only adjustment I can make that's going to help me get through here. So, all right, well, it's the best I can do. This is actually the second edit. I did edit this before, but I figured those traps do a lot of damage at level 3. and if I can somehow get it off. So let's go. Let's fight this battle. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick. For those of you who do not want to watch my losing scenarios, presuming I win this, it'll say I usually mark them eventually that I've lost it or that I won or lost. This way you don't have to watch a losing scenario. You can see how I actually got through it when I mark them as. If they don't have an X on them on my thumbnail, and they have a thumbnail other than just a screenshot, if they just have the screen or the visual, that means I haven't put a thumbnail on it yet. But if I put a thumbnail on it, a custom one, it'll have a picture of the map and the name of the scenario, and it'll have an X or no. If it has an X, that means I didn't win. If it doesn't have an X, you can go and watch it, knowing that I probably won. This one, I don't have a lot of confidence in it because I don't have a lot of confidence in any of these. After I play them, it's like each one is stupid. And I don't even know that easier is going to matter on this because it doesn't give me more movement and it doesn't shorten the size of the scenario. And this guy is just freaking long. I don't know how I'm going to move through here. So that's going to be weird. Anyway, Cesar, read us away. It's always strange traveling deep underground, but it's made even stranger by the musty smell of undead that clings to us like grease smoke. We try to ignore it, to put the stench out of our mind, but it only seems to grow as we move deeper into the catacombs. Along with the stench, the eerie green light that has grown in intensity as well. It gleams down every hall now, and we find ourselves relaxing in its glow. We try to shake our head, try to clear the thought, knowing full well this is not the place to let our guard down, but still, the insidious soothing feeling persists. The catacombs tunnels grow deeper. The floor and walls turn to uneven stone, and the air becomes stale. The long years have petrified it into thick fume. We stop. Something just moved ahead of us. We raise a torch and see flickers of shadows shift in the passage. A body, large and wispy black, detaches from the wall and moves to block the path forward. It is made of shadow and corroded black armor. Its face guarded by a jagged helm, and it has seen us. It rises slowly, its eyes burn with palpable menace, and releases a deep, hateful groan. Okay, so let's do this. Battle on. We got to get past these guys. These are living dooms. They will summon living spirits. So they doom us with living. The living is the doom. I don't know. Additionally, they do this ability that says, what is it? Like, it's just a really bad attack if they hit us. It's like 10 damage on the next turn if we don't do something about it. So it's kind of like hit them fast and hit them hard. So again, like I said, this is going to be one of those where we got to move as fast and as far as we possibly can. If I can get close enough. So the goal is either we pierce them or we wound them. That's pretty much our primary objectives no matter what we do. Even if we don't do anything else, if we can wound them and run, then hey, more power to us. So we don't have to stick around and keep hitting them. We just need to get as far as we can, as fast as we can. Every move should be moving forward, unless... All right, well, let's see what this does. I'm going to move Royce right now. Royce is going to use his 1 speed token right out the gate because we're going to try and hopefully pull off some decent actions. Oh, let's go ahead and put these all over here. It's going to be confusing. Is it viewable if I put them here? Yeah, okay. For now, I'm going to put them here. These are my actions still available. These are the ones I'm doing right now. I'm doing a 20. I kept the same... battle goals. We got Hunter, kill one or more elite enemies, or 2 or more for 4 characters. So there's only 1 elite enemy that I know of. That's this one right here, or it could be one of these if they turn into elites. because they transition. Also, Royce will be doing end the scenario with hit points value of less than 3, which will probably be easy because I end most scenarios with hit point values that are pretty low. So let's see how this goes. All right. Royce is going to be, like I said, we're going to be trying to do this woundy-majig. Adrian now has to figure out how to either do a pile of damage or wound herself. So we got to figure out how to wound the other guy so that we can run. Because we really do pretty much just have to run. That's how this is going to go. We're going to move fast. We're going to try to get in position. And we're going to just wound these guys and get our butts out of dodge. That's kind of the plan. I was going to try to do the trap, but any attempt to use a trap right now is going to slow us down, because that means a turn where they won't be wounded, which means I have to stick around to wound them. So I have to just go for the wounds pretty much out the gate. I can use my other attacks later. So all right, so these are the actions I'm going to do with Adrian. So I have him in a good readable spot. Okay, as good as you can see. I'm sorry, I can't really do much else for that. And we'll put my cards here. These are just put off to the side on the off chance that Royce has to start using his healing ability, which keeps getting him, which will keep blessing him. So yeah, I don't like unevenness. Having cards over there and cards over there, just it's like my brain wants to go, no, if those are there, then these should be over here, but space is a little tight, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, here we go. He's gonna do a 32 because I actually want him to go after Royce, hopefully before they go. Okay, so yes, we gotta go first. So Royce is gonna use his speed token, as that was the plan, and he's gonna move 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's right out there getting ready to get smacked, and it's probably going to hit him hard. Yep, it's going to do 4 damage. Ouch. It's going to be a painful hit, too. I don't really have much I can do about that, unfortunately. So he's going to have to just take it like a man, I guess. But at a range of 1, he's going to wound. So this guy is immediately wounded. Number 2 is wounded. And then he has the second part of that is all enemies that have a wound suffer 2 damage. So he immediately takes 2 damage. So he moved 5, did 2 damage. And he's got him wounded. So this guy's on his way to death. Hopefully he will make it. He will get there. Adrian now gets to move. Adrian is going to use his boots of flying, or boots of whatever these are called, winged shoes, which basically let him just jump over everything. And he will move 4 spaces right over all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, better yet, I think I'm going to move straight ahead. Will they move? Yes, they will move. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to move straight ahead and just get me as far as I can. And then we're going to... Oh, shoot. I did the wrong thing. Oops. I did the wrong thing. I kept second guessing myself on how I was going to do this, and then I did the wrong thing. I was planning to do this on the next turn, and I ended up combining next turn and this turn in my strategy. So, yeah. Huh. I don't... Yeah, this kind of messed up everything. Suck, right out the gate I messed up. All right, well, then I guess I'll just move here and do a basic attack. Or, yeah, no, that's all I gotta do. All I can do is a basic attack. 2 damage. Phew, -1. So no damage, didn't do anything. But it's all I had. I screwed up. I was playing combined effort. That was my plan for next turn, so I could wound him. I was going to move now and just do a basic attack and then wound him before I ran the next turn. So kind of got screwed up on that. Oops, even oopsie. I had, yeah, nothing I can do. Screwed the pooch on that one. All right, so he's going to curse me. He's going to shoot at Adrian. He's going to heal. Can't do it. He's going to move. Doesn't need to. He's got a range of 4, so he'll just shoot me for 3 damage. Adrian takes 3, and he infuses the cold. Oh, wait, 1 damage on Adrian. Yeah, could be worse. So that's not too bad. Then we're going to go ahead. He's done. And then the Living Doom, take 4 on Royce. Number 2 is going to take a shot for 4 on Royce. So Royce takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one takes Adrian. 3. They're done. Next turn. Okay. Wow, we gotta... Now, Royce can pretty much run. Royce doesn't have to stick around anymore. He did his job. So the question is, what does Adrian do? Can Adrian even wound this guy? Adrian screwed up, and that was his wound attack. So I don't know what he can do at this moment. He kind of screwed the pooch, and he doesn't have any other way to wound a guy. That really... All right, we're going to do this. We're resting. That's how bad this is. I screwed it so bad. I'm resting on the first turn. We'll just see how this goes. And basically, I have to take a damage if I don't get the card back that I want. All right. And I lose one of my 4 movement cards. But I got the card back I wanted, so I don't have to take a damage. Okay, so... I got to use that card. That's the only one I have that'll wound with a little bit of planning here. So we're going to do a 20 for Adrian. So we're going to do air support and a summon so that I can use my summon as a helper. That's pretty much all I can do. And then Royce is just going to... I don't think Royce can do much except for run for the door. I'm just going to have... he's going to go slow because that's all he can do. But what he does is going to be the best moving thing that he's got with the best damage thing he's got. It's... Let's see, does he have... did I give him any range? Any range for slow movement? No. No slow movement range. He's only got 1 card that actually does damage at range anyway, but... Sheesh. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't wound this guy after Royce hit him. On his turn, he was supposed to take a wound damage. So, do I have at least... All right, let's do that one. Maximum movement, man. Got to keep the feet on the road. Fastest of his slow is 54. In this case, I'm going to try to let him move as fast as slow can go. Next. Go to the next round. We got Adrian is up. Adrian is going to try and do his thing. So first thing Adrian does is summon. We're going to summon Cryon? Cryon is the name of his falcon. I was trying to remember what I named it. And Cryon comes in, and I put him into this spot because apparently they can be in adjacent terrain above traps and other crap. He's kind of a target. He's a one-shot kill. But if he survives miraculously, which he won't, but he'll take the damage for me right now. He's just there to be my... oh, I get an XP for that. To be my positioned guy. I'm going to do combined effort. This is a 3 damage with wound. I get a shield for this round, so that'll kind of help, maybe, sort of, in a way. Maybe not, because Cryon's going to take a hit. +1. So we got a shield and a +1, so that's 4 damage. We will actually penetrate their armor. Another roll, that's 2 more damage. That's 5 damage. And that's it. 5 damage, nice. Okay, so it's 5 damage -2 because of his shield. That's 3 damage, and he's wounded. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's wounded. And we get an XP for that. And yeah, that was actually pretty good. And I have a shield. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for Cryon. So Cryon's going to have to be, dodgy. I don't think you can dodge anything because that's not a thing in this game. Dodging. Well, it probably is a thing that you can kind of dodge, invisibility or whatever, but it's not a thing he's going to do. All right, so Royce is up. Royce is going to do hit and run, which really doesn't let him run. All it does is let him hit because he's moving slow, and it's only 2 damage. Oh, actually, what he's going to do first is his... Oh, he can't do that because that's... All right, he gets to move 1 and heal himself. 2 damage. So he's going to go up 2. And he's going to infuse leaves. Leafy infusion. And then he's going to hit this guy for 2 and pin him. Which doesn't do any good because it's not like I can get away from him. Actually, you know what I should do is... not move that. I'm not going to do that first part. I am taking the heal, but let's do this in a different order. Let's hit him first. It's 2 damage and he's pinned. So I'm adding a pin to him. So it's 3 damage and he's pinned. Okay, so he's got 2 shield. So all I'm doing is 1 damage and he's pinned. 1 damage and he's pinned. What number is he? Number 2. Number 2. 1 damage. And he's pinned. Okay. And then I'm doing that move. And instead of moving to the side of him, I'll just move this way. That will give him... That will have him be... yeah, he won't be able to move at me. And I still get my heal. I already gave it to me in the leaf, so it's all the same. I just wanted to do it in the opposite order because it's more beneficial to me this way. Now, oops, I did those out of order because that was. Oh no, that was Royce. Royce did his thing, and now Adrian did his thing. Oh, okay. So I don't actually have another option. So that's it. So Royce did his, Adrian did his. We're done. Now this guy's going to do his thing. He's going to basically. Let's see. He's going to infuse the cold, give himself a blessing. Oops. Blessing. And a strength. And then, so basically he's giving himself advantage. And then he's going to shoot Cryon. Poor Cryon. 3 damage. He's going to kill him, so the curse won't even matter. The curse is going to kill him. Of course, the curse, goes in my deck? Because, do I get cursed when he dies, though? I mean, you can't put an effect on a dead guy, can you? Because he's most definitely going to kill me. He does it with advantage. That right there is enough. Yep, Cryon's dead. If the attack came first, so he didn't curse him first, so I see that as he's dead. I don't get cursed. You can't curse a dead guy. So I'm not putting that in my deck. I feel like, he did the damage first. Can't curse him dead. Now, if he'd survived, then I'd get a curse in my deck. That's how I see it. But I don't know. There's probably a rule. Somebody will come up and speak up. There's plenty of people out there who would beg to differ, I'm sure, or they would know the exact situation. So somebody will tell me. I don't want to look it up. I think it's a reasonable expectation that a dead guy can't be cursed. Dead bird can't be cursed. So this is going to go back in my discard pile. So that's yeah. And Royce didn't do anything that got XP, did he? Nope. Okay. So now they get to go. Number 2 can't move, and he has no range, so he's not going to do anything. But both these guys are going to take damage. Proink. And now number 4 is going to hit Adrian for 1 damage. No damage. I have a shield, so it's still no damage. It would have been no damage anyway. However, now I've got Doom, or whatever the heck that stupid thing is. What's it called? Bane. Basically, I have to take 10 damage next turn if I don't figure out a way to heal or in some way prevent this nastiness. So, yeah, that's going to suck. So that's probably going to slow me down in some way. Yeah. So so that's already the first turn, which I did not move in any way, shape, or form on Adrian's behalf. And I barely moved on Royce's behalf. So that already puts me behind the 8 ball on getting to my target. But they are now both are wounded. They shouldn't heal themselves. I don't believe they have any heals. And so now we're just going to be trying to dart for the next door, which is... I'm not going to bother with this guy. He heals himself. He does a bunch of crap stuff. We'll hit stuff as we go. We'll deal with him. I mean, if he's in range of a range shot, of course I'll do it. But I'm not going to... I'm not going to try to find... He's actually got a heal that'll heal him 3. So unless I stick around and try to kill him, I'm going to be wasting a bunch of time. And I don't want to be hanging out. So, yeah, we got to get out of here. If I have some kind of a range move or... I will do it, but I just don't see it happening, man. Hmm. So I'm thinking about doing a heal with Royce. And if I do this, I can get pretty far. I can get pretty far and potentially heal. I'm thinking I like the idea of a heal that gives him a blessing. So by doing that, I have to go slow again. I might do that. Now this guy's only pinned for that turn, so his pin is gone. Wait. Yeah, he couldn't. He was pinned last turn, and it goes the way. It goes the way. Pin goes the way away on the end of their next turn, I think. Cannot move. Remove at end of next turn. So that, yeah, their turn came and went, so he can't. He doesn't have pin anymore. So he can hit me again. So you can't get pin on somebody twice. It just at the end of their whatever turn they have that comes next, it ends. So I wish you could get it twice. Do it at the beginning of one turn and it lasts all the way through the next. But sadly, no. Or at the end of your turn it would even be nice, because at least that means you could potentially have two, because it just depends on where you fall in the order. So going fast and then slow would work really nice. But it's the end of the next turn, which probably means their next turn, which is what I've been playing it. Hey, Evan. I just started. My new strategy is just to run through here as fast as I can and move as far as I can, which means I have to do it that way. I've wounded both these guys, and now we're just going to run for the next room. I wanted to go slow. I thought about going slow, but then I only get to move 2. And actually, I'm trying to figure out how to move as far as I can and move slow. I'm afraid he's going to try to block me, though, and if he blocks me, it's going to kind of screw me up. Because if I move slow, he's obviously going to, get a move. Oh, I did bring my ranged shot with me. I didn't know I brought that. I want to put a blessing in his deck. That'll make it easier when it's time to hit people. And that means going slow. I'm gonna try and go slow. Eek. Eek. That's all I gotta say. 49 is the fastest of my slows here. We're gonna try to make it count with cascading reaction. 49. And then Adrian. So that move, going slow, will move 3 spaces, which is about as good as I can expect for a slow move. And then we can make a room for the run for the door. Okay, so to start, I don't know if you saw, but things started off really bad. I made a major blunder because I was trying to wound both these guys so I could keep moving, and I misplayed it, and I had to rest on the first turn because I burned my wound card, and I had to rest to get it back, which means I lost a card after the first turn, which sucked. But I had to get these wounds off, or I'm never going to get through here. I calculated it out that if both of the switches in that last room, because it says you have to flip both switches, if they're both in the back of the room, it's going to take me 15 turns just to get to the other side, and somehow, some way, I've got to kill every monster on the way. I've never had a scenario where I had 15 turns. So I have to be so crazy efficient, and that burning a card was not efficient at all. I can't burn any cards unnecessarily. In fact, I probably, even if they're necessary, I can't burn any cards because I average about 2 to 3 spaces a turn, and it's going to take 15 turns if I move an average of 2 all the way across. And that means no stopping to fight. It's run, hit, keep going. And hope that I'm wounding stuff. So I can't lose my wound cards. I can't do anything. I just got to keep plowing through. It's gonna suck. All right, so farthest move I can do with this guy, I'm gonna do I'm gonna move 4. That's the best thing, right? Move 4. I won't be doing, let's see, if I move 4 and I move, I can try to get out of range of this guy. I don't know what they're going to do, but I could regroup. How badly am I hurt? Oh, that's right. I got to regroup. All right, so I'm regrouping. I got to regroup, and I'll move 4. Yeah. I have to regroup because I got that stupid Bane on me. Yes. I have to flip 2 switches and kill all enemies, which sucks so bad because these guys summon people, which means there's just going to be monsters constantly. I don't know how else to beat it. It's just too far moves. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this scenario. It's like, it's not, like I was saying at the beginning, I think it's possible for a group of 3 or 4 to do it. Because you can say, all right, the fastest guy on the team just runs for the thing, goes and flips the switches, just goes in, flips the switches, and then he can come back and fight either to meet us in the middle or come back or whatever. He just spends his turns moving and hitting things along the way, and everybody else tries to clean up, kill stuff on their way through. That seems a little bit more doable. Like if you have maybe 4 guys, you can say 2 of your fastest guys try to run as fast as they can all the way through, and the guys who are behind try to fight and kill stuff. I don't know if that would work. It just seems like the most turn efficient plan. I don't know how effective it is because you're fighting more monsters and bigger monsters or whatever. So, but how you're supposed to cover 15 moves with a space with guys that can only move an average of 2 to 3, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see. 25 for Adrian. Yeah, do 25. 1, 2, 3, and that's a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Oh, both of them are going to move before me. 5 damage. Oh, God. Those are insane. All right, well, at least this guy isn't going to do anything. He can't heal because there's nothing to heal, and he's not attacking anything. But he can't diffuse cold, so he's pretty much done. These guys are going to crush me before I leave. Well, at least this one is. He's going to hit Adrian for 5 damage. And this is gone. My shield is no more. Adrian can't do anything because obviously he didn't move faster than a 17. Wow, that's a huge hit for a 17. Ow. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. That's just ow. Okay, 5 damage. -2. Hey, could be worse then. 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. If I were to let this Bane hit me, I'm dead right now. Or I have to throw away a card. Don't want to be throwing away cards. I already did that once. Okay, well, he's done. And they fuse dark. I don't know what good that's going to do. I don't know what they're... Oh, and both of these guys take a damage. Blink. Blink. They are slowly bleeding out, which is good. Hopefully they'll die before they summon stuff. I'm not sticking around to find out because I'm certainly not going to hit a guy with Retaliate. I don't have the health to do it. Adrian's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this we continue on, passing into the chamber to find a narrow cavern where fallen stone has made it difficult to traverse. Here the green light is even stronger, and a warm breeze jostles the dead air. It's not entirely upsetting, this warmth, but we gird ourselves nonetheless. Beyond our footsteps, there is silence. Yeah, not that much, because there's terrible people ahead of us. So now we have an elite version of this character, followed by an ooze way the heck back here, and we have a normal one of these guys back here as well, and then we have two more normal of these guys back here. So the ooze can multiply. The big problem here in the end is going to have to go 15 turns in figuring out how to kill these two guys. Because they heal themselves. You can't leave them behind if you damage them. If you damage them, you're wasting your shot if you leave them behind because they'll just heal. They aren't going to die on their own. So you got to stick around and kill them. I'm not going to stick around and kill this guy because that means these guys get to chase me around. I want to be far away from them until they die. This guy I'll eventually have to chase because he'll have to move. So, you know, he'll have to come after me. He's a range guy. He's got 3 and 4 range. So at some point we're going to have to close in on him and fight him. But for now, this is what the plan is. So I moved 4 into that room. Nobody's going to get a move on this turn unless they are lower in the initiative. So let's go ahead and put number 5, 2, and 1 in here. 5, 2, 1. Oh, they are later in the initiative. Great. So they're going to get a go. And then number 5 of the oozes. And he's a normal. Oh, look, he's going to go to... Oh, look, he's going to split up already. Now, the oozes, if we avoid them completely, will eventually just die. If they keep splitting, they get smaller and smaller and smaller. But there will be more and more and more of them. But in theory, too, if they're small and there's a lot of them, we can just... They should be easy to kill, hopefully. They only have a 1 shield, and hopefully they'll split like 3 times and knock 6 of their health off. So, we'll see. The oozes are my least of my concerns, really, right now. It's all these other guys. At least the oozes are a chance that you might not have to find. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. It's a wound everything and run. And oddly enough, they have a lot of those scenarios, which really takes away from the game. Because you don't have that many wound attacks, so you're not really capable of using a lot of your attacks. To me, that really, it's a detriment. You know, you force a game to be so one-sided. Oh, you have to run all the way through, so you got to wound everything and hope it dies on its own because you can't stick around and fight. It's just designed so tight that it really takes away from, I don't know, to me, it takes a little bit of the fun away from the game because you can't do your cool moves. You can't try your power actions a lot of times. You just don't get to do those things because they're always optimized. And then when you do get to do those, they throw you in with like 15 monsters. So even with those cool moves, you're just constantly pummeled and you're trying to heal and you're trying to fight back. I mean, they just optimize them to such an extreme that you really are tied down to your options. It's like this scenario, you can only do this. This scenario, you can only do that. And you just, I don't know. Yeah. There's some things I just don't like about the way it's heavily geared that way. Like I said, it's a puzzle game, and I've really got to wrap my head around it. I know people say you got to be ready. Got to be ready. It's not an RPG. It's a puzzle game. You got to figure out the puzzle. What's the solution? But you're creating characters with cool abilities. I want to be able to, try stuff and not always feel like I'm running down to the dime. Everything's a race to finish. Okay. No, I'm not going to complain anymore about that. Let's just play the scenario. Okay, so we've done that. Adrian is going to do his regroup, obviously, on himself. So that's 2 healing. Gets rid of Bane. And he gets a regen. So on the hope that he doesn't get attacked on this turn, he should be able to get another health on the next round. So that'll help. At least one before he gets attacked again. All right, so he's done. Royce gets to move now. Royce has got 3 movement on his plan. He's just going to come right around the back. 1, 2, 3. And at a range of 3, he can heal everybody. Well, all of his friends and himself. So another 1 for Adrian. And 1 for himself. And he gets to bless himself. So that's why I put these aside, because I know he has this blessing ability. So we'll put that in there. Hopefully that'll come in handy. Now, the best guys to put wounds on in this area would be the living spirits, because they don't heal and they're only 3 health. Now they are annoying because they're, like I said, they're just annoying. These guys are the worst. I'm gonna have a hard time killing those on time. If anything comes to be a problem, they're gonna be it. I'll tell you right now. So it was a slow move. I've got a blessing in. I heal people. He's done. Yep. 3 moves, all he had. And then he's done. There was nothing special about that. These guys get a move 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This guy splits, so he calls in his buddy. And they both are now 6s. So this guy takes 6. And he's going to call in his friend, number 4, who is also a 6. Oh, I think if I push this button, it'll probably do it. Huh. All right. I'll have to try it. I'll click it next time. I don't need to do it now, but because in the past, if these guys have transform, and you can just press transform, and it'll shift them, or shift form, or whatever it calls it. So done and done. All right, I want those guys just to keep splitting. They can keep getting that card all they want, because it rotates in every time. All right. Well, the one advantage that Royce having to burn his card right away was that he could his turn lasted longer. He got one of his cards back faster. I know it's not much of a boon, but hey, take what I can get. All right, so here we go again. Adrian's gonna have to move as fast and as far as he can. Again, as we try to get to the other end of this area. What's my best? See, I have... All right, let's do this one. 4 movement again. And... we will try this guy. It's going to be hard. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we'll try. Because potentially it can wound some creatures as I move through here. But I don't want to do that because I'm actually thinking the Torchbearer might be better. Because if the Torchbearer can come in, he might get 2 shots off. If I can put him in late. And then... if I can get my Torchbearer in late, he can wound a couple of guys before he dies while I leave him behind to move on. He's probably more likely to wound than this incendiary throw will, because these guys have shields of what? They have 2 shield. Yeah, so I got to make a 1 hit, which is not easy to do. Especially since, luck's not likely to be a lady. I'll do that. All right. So, I'm going to move slow on this one. I actually want these guys to move up, so there's a chance of me. It's not like if I go fast, I get a heal one, but I'm going to go slow. Yeah, this attack doesn't really. Hey, Savinicus, how you doing, man? I'm doing all right. Trying to figure out how to get through this stupid scenario as fast as I can. They're all stupid. It's fun. I'm enjoying myself, or I wouldn't keep playing. But they really just make it crazy hard. You should come one of these times and be my guest adventurer. We got guys you can pick up and just come in and take on a scenario with me. I'll pick you up at the bar at the local tavern. Yeah, the punishment keeps me coming back. We could play it on a 1 level lower, just so because you're new and it's hard enough as knowing what I'm doing, and I only know it pretty well because Ivan and Peter and a couple other people come and watch me are frequently telling me what I'm doing wrong. So I'm obviously don't have it down to an art yet, but I'm getting closer. I'm getting there. That's why that little rules thing, all the things that I've done wrong on scenarios, those are usually called out. You're doing this wrong, and you're doing that wrong. I'm like, oh. And these are in the rule book, but it's not always that clear what's there. Oh, yeah, the Bone Shaper would hate this because of the constantly already being damaged and the need to constantly be moving. They can't race. I don't know how Bone Shaper gets through here because they move so slow, and they're basically they wouldn't be able to summon because the summons take away a lot of their moves. No, the summons are on the top though, so they could move and summon, and then those guys would just be there to distract. But then they have to find time to heal while they're out there, and the Bone Shaper doesn't heal well. I don't know how good this is for any of the guys, really. Any of the small people, like even Cressith, my Deathwalker. She only starts with 6 health. And yes, her things work, but if you're casting the shadow tokens, then how are you moving? Because the shadow tokens, other than the one that's shadow tokens, are typically a bottom action, if you even get them out, or moving them isn't usually you. And then you can teleport to tokens, but those tokens have to be in front of you. So it's like you don't have that many moves and shadows, and you're either going to leave your shadows behind or you're going to, it'd be a pain to navigate that. Characters that can just move are going to do better on this. Yeah, we did my daughter's birthday party today, so I decided to squeeze this in after pretty much everybody left. Okay, so I'm still planning this here. So I was hemming and hawing if I wanted to go with moving fast first, and I'm thinking this guy doesn't have range as an elite, so I think if I move slow, he won't be able to attack me. Now that guy can, but we'll worry about that later, and he probably will. He'll try. Oh, wow. Huh, nice. So both my sons, for those of you who are watching, went to a Pokemon tournament in Canada. They've been playing all the regionals around the country. They've been traveling a lot this year. It's kind of fun that they're doing that together. And my Allison made it to this day 2 for the 2nd time. That's pretty impressive. He keeps going into a deficit, needing to win all the rest of them. And he does. did that his last one where he needed to win out when he was down like I think he was 2-2 and had to win out, and he did. And this one he was 2-2, had to win out, and he did. Uh, so that's pretty impressive. Caden, my youngest son, didn't quite make it, but still they did. He's doing good. At least one of them is. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do this at 87. I think. I don't know what's better, moving. See, if I go close to him, he just gets to smack me. But it also means I get my regen point and don't just get shot from the back. All right, let's go fast. I'll take my regen point and hope this guy doesn't hit me hard. Maybe he'll do something like not attack. Oh, he wounds. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. He's going to wound me right out the gate. All right, Royce. I haven't done Royce's things. Yeah, no kidding. That's, it makes me worry because he's just loaning his brother so much money to go do these things. It's a lot of, it's just risky, I'm thinking I might move slow again with Royce. Royce is going to be in a little bit of a risk because he's letting these big monster guys hang out. And Royce doesn't have... Oh, no, I have to move fast because I don't have that many good movements. And he doesn't really have any range, though. He can shoot at a range of 3. If I go slow and... No, I can't do that. Dang. Moving slow and hitting stuff. All right, let's go. All right, let's go slow. This will give me more movement on this shot, and it'll get me prepared for some faster moves later. So it's going to probably be a slow... It'll move me 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I won't have any real attack. Nothing. Maybe I'll do a temporal displacement, which will just move me more. I'll get lots of moves on this turn. And then we can maybe get close to stuff for a future attack. Like they say, don't lend money to family. It's when you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars to a sibling that doesn't really make that much money at work. That seems... I just hope he's being really generous with his payback times. That's all I can say, or he's going to get really frustrated with him. Okay. That one will be... Fastest of my slows is 62. Might as well take it. 62. See what these bad guys want to do to me. Oh, look at that. They're all going to go slower than me, except this dude who's going to toxic explosion. But he ain't going to do it to me because I ain't nowhere near him right now. So Adrian's going to get a heal. Yay, Adrian. And who knows what will happen for next round. So the bad guys, what are they going to do? Move 2 in a range of 4. Curse me. So I don't know exactly how this works because I know what the problem is. I haven't put this guy in. 4. There you go. That's why I didn't understand it, because he wasn't there. I'm going to get cursed and wounded. Sweet! No, not sweet. Well, hopefully he thinks that. But, Caden is paying him back. It's just slow going, right? And then Caden went and got in debt to his sister, too, because they're going on some kind of trip to New Orleans. And she said he's going to pay her back, too, on installments. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. It's not a great plan. I hope they work it out, though. I'm just trusting them all to figure this out. Okay, so he healed. with his thingamabob. Now I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then I'm muddling him. So this guy's going to be McMuddled. Because I don't want to be shot at. Actually, I could shoot him. I could shoot him and then move. If I shoot him with advantage, that guy doesn't have any shields. You know what? I am going to do that. He's not going to heal this time. He's not going to... Yeah, I think I'll do that. At a range of 4 with advantage, I'm going to shoot him first. So it's a 2 and a miss. +1 roll. Do I get a roll on the second half? I don't think I do. I think you only get a roll on the first half, and the second one you just have to take what you get. So I think it's better than nothing. It's +1, so I get to do 3 damage. Because I believe advantage and disadvantages, the roll only works on the first thing, and then the second half it's just 1 card, you ignore the roll. And then you compare the first thing to the second thing, and so I don't get the roll. But at least it's not a miss. So it's better anyway. So it's 3 damage and the sun. On this guy, who's I'm sorry, no, on this guy. Oh, that's gone, dude. You don't have that anymore. He has a retaliate at a range of 2, which won't do anything to me here. 2, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So he's kind of wounded. And now I'll move 4 to get close to him, which is just going to let those guys pummel me, right? So now everybody's good. Those living deaths hit hard. They hit really hard. So that's going to suck. They could potentially even kill Adrian on this, because all of them are doing a pile of damage. 5 damage and 4 damage, and I'm going to get 3 guys hitting him. So for a grand total of 13 damage base for these 3 guys on him right now. It's going to be Adrian about to die. 13 damage is all of his health. And he muddled this one, but that doesn't even guarantee that he's going to do, all it does is guarantee that he might not get to do a ×2 against me. Which wouldn't matter anyway. You can't ×2 me, but... yeah, that's going to be really bad scenario. But he's done. All right, so these guys going to toxic explode, but they won't do anything. They can burn the leaf, but they don't have any. Royce is up. Royce is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not in easy view of that guy. Because my thought, this is all wall. This is a door. So this guy, in order to see me, is going to have to go all the way to there. Does he have 3 movement? No, a normal does not have 3 movement, so he won't be able to shoot Royce. This guy has enough movement, but he's not going to move because he's going to hit me instead. Oh yeah, and then I'm doing temporal displacement, which actually lets me move 2 more and pick up loot at a distance of 1 extra. Actually, with that in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think I might just go there. Just because it's closer to the door. Why not? How far can he shoot? Normal is a range of 4. Okay, so he can't reach me. Yeah. That's it. How many more scenarios? Oh my gosh, dude, I'm right at the beginning. This is my 10th scenario. And there are the game has 139 scenarios. But there's a number of them along the way that are blocked out, or you don't hit. I understand. I'm guessing there's about 80. It's between 70 and 80. That's what I guess. That I would actually play to finish the game. Um, and so and there's some random scenarios here and there, and there's other little things that go on. So I don't know how many you're not going to hit, but yeah. So I'm thinking 70 to 80, and so I'm at 10. So I have a long way to go, and they're going to get harder. And I'm gonna be playing with different guys. These are still my first guys. Um, so anyway, we've got Royce is done. This guy gets to go. All right, so this guy's going to move 2 and try and chase me down. Ooh, I can't reach you, but I'm going to shoot at you. He infuses the cold. It's already infused. And then this guy's going to hit. Now, he's at disadvantage, but he's going to wound Adrian. And he's going to do 5 damage at disadvantage. Big whoop. I'm going to be discarding cards. I think I might have to discard at least 2 of these because I don't think I can take that much damage. I do infuse the wind though. Wind is infused. I forgot he did that as part of that attack. Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have done? I couldn't have. I was going to say stun this guy, but I can't stun him at range. And I would have been better off being retaliated against anyway. Okay, here goes. Muddle, disadvantage. Boink. Boink. Dude. Okay, so for him, he did get the ×2, but it's the same for me because ×2 and +1 are both +1. I have a helmet that turns ×2s into +1s. So he does 6 damage to Adrian. The other guys, they only do 4 damage, but they're going to both hit me, which sucks. But I don't think they're going to be able to do 6 damage. Well, they can. They could get the +2 and do 6. But I have to cancel the 6. The 6 seems like the logical one to cancel out right now. So let's see if any of these are good to toss. I hate tossing cards. I can't get rid of that one. Huh. Well, this one was... All right, I'll toss that one. So yeah, cancel that one out. And he's wounded though. Adrian still gets wounded. So since I canceled the damage, do I get to keep my my regen? That's, I don't know. I mean, it's like when you take damage. Dang it, I ran out of something for coffee in the morning. Got to go to the store. Lurking for now. Okay, no worries. It does say when you take damage, but I just avoided the damage. It might not matter because these 2 guys are going to hit me for 4 in a minute. But I don't know. I'll take it off because I have a feeling they're going to hit me anyway. But I'm just curious. If you avoid the damage by getting rid of a card, do you get to keep your regen? That would be an interesting question. What did I do? Oh, wound. That's what I'm doing. That guy's done. These guys get to go. Well, let's see. They're going to move. They both have flying, so they don't care about things like that. They're going to both shoot me. 4 damage, 5 damage, 3 damage. So 8 damage. Oh my gosh. Pain. Pain. Did I mention pain? Because, yes, there's pain involved in all that. That might be interesting if I can get that off. They can't heal because they're not. They don't have anything to heal. So, but I take 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, man. My health is almost gone. Ice Race and Frozen Corpses. Oh, yeah. Did you play it on... how many characters do you play with? And did you... And were you playing... Did you play it at level 2 or 3? No, 1 or 2. Because 2... Depending on how far you've gone, it's probably a 1 or a 2 scenario. I don't know what level you played it at. And how many characters did you have? And which characters did you use? That's always curiosity to me, too. Alright, so those guys are done. These guys are going to move 3, but they're going to take a wound each. Thoink. Thoink. They're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that guy gets to go first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So they're coming up on me, but their life forces aren't too good right now. And they can't hit me from way back there with their living doom bane crap. And did you play solo? Or did you play with someone else? Well, you played level 1. That's pretty much the key element there. Because if you play with someone else, it's a different level. That's what I'm saying. And did you use the same... Who'd you use? Adrian and Royce? Or the Banner Spear and the Blink Blade? Or who did you use? Who are your favorite characters? Actually, I did it with Cressith and Adrian, which was the Deathwalker and the Banner Spear. Oh, you did the Ice Dancer? That's the Ice Dancer, right? The tall, skinny mage, and the Bone Shaper, huh? You know, I can't get over it. The Bone Shaper just feels to me very difficult. The whole damaging yourself bit. Does the Ice Dancer heal a lot? Does the Ice Dancer do a lot of defensive stuff? Because I feel like you need an ally with the Bone Shaper that heals. Something that constantly can help you out. And what level are your guys? Oh, at level 2 characters. Are they both? What level are they? Are they level 2s, 3s? What are they? Your wife dropped out, so she was like, "Yeah, this is too much." That sounds like my wife. So you played solo then? You should stream it. I'd check it out. It's a pain in the butt to stream, I know, because you got to put cameras everywhere and set it all up. It's a pain, I know. Okay, so we got to try and do some massive damage here. Oh, nice. So you played 2 level 1 characters and played a level 1 scenario. That's what I did. I think mine was level 1 when I played it, because I played it with Adrian and a level 1 Deathwalker, and it was a level 2, I think, to start. Because this is my first ever level 3 scenario. I got to get this picked. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if I can make these cards work for me. They won't move. if Adrian moves first, I can have him go get in position, and I can maybe do some really good damage on this next turn. um, 'Cause they won't move because they have range. That guy won't move because he's sitting next to me. However, none of these wound. So there is that problem. Oh, you know what? I used these boots. I got to remember that. Oh, those boots, I can't use them again. The boots are done. Gee, how do you do that? I can never get... I don't know how people are getting 20 rounds. 20 rounds, really? Like I said, I don't think I've ever made it past 15 rounds on anything. You must not burn any cards. Do any of the card burns. Because, I mean, I know they both get a little bit more cards. One of them gets 14. But still, I mean, some of those cards require you to burn them. I don't... That's pretty impressive that you got that many turns. I'm struggling with getting more than 15 rounds. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to take me 15 rounds just to get through here. I don't know how I'm going to do that. What round am I on? Round 5. I'm not halfway yet. All right, so... I mean, going slow will serve no purpose for me at this point. I mean, literally does nothing for me. So I have to, because I don't have the card that would give me more speed, so I might as well just go fast, because there's no point in going slow. I don't want to go slow just to go slow, unless I need to wait for somebody, and I really don't want these guys to get any closer if I can help it. So, all right, so we're going to go the slowest fast I can? No, or how about the fastest fast I can between these two? 45. All right, let's do 45. I don't know. Royce can do 45. This is going to be a problem. If these guys keep firing for 4 damage, I am going to die. I can't take 4 damage every time. It's just not going to work. I got an 83 for Adrian. Well, at least he won't be at the front of the line. Royce will have to take all the damage this time. Yeah. Oh, everybody's going in front of me. Oh, and Muddle. Nice. Well, they don't move because at a range of 3, they can all hit Royce. And Royce is going to get pummeled again. He's going to take 6 plus 5, 11 damage. He's not even going to get a move before they do it. So Adrian's going to get killed. Adrian has to dump cards at this point. And then he's going to take a wound. I don't know what to do, man. And they're just pummeling the crap out of Adrian. Yeah. All right. Well, first guy, 2 damage. It's plus 1, so it's 3 damage. Second guy, 2 damage. That's 5 damage on Adrian. I'm going to let it hit because the other guy's going to hit me for 5. And I'm... Oh, I can't even take 5 damage. So, I have to throw away 2 cards. I have to take 3 because I let the first one through. Because I didn't know I was going to need to do this. So 1, 2, 3 damage for the first guy. I have to throw away 2 cards from... this game's over. I'm not going to make it. 2 cards out. I don't even care which ones I throw away at this point. Because these guys are going to beat the snot out of me. The next guy is going to hit me for 5 damage. So So it's 5 damage. I got to throw away 2 more cards. Where the other ones go. So 2 more cards get thrown away. Doesn't matter which ones. I'm not even gonna survive to the next turn. And then so that's it for those dudes. Or that guy. And then the normal guy gets to shoot if he can. He gets to move 3 and do that guy only did. Oh, he's gonna move 3. Adrian gets 1 point back because that wasn't 5 damage, it was 4 damage. And a wound, but he's already got the wound. So, take away 1. Give you 1 back. Yeah, you. Now he's going to shoot. He will shoot Royce because he's the closest one. It's 3 damage and a curse. So, Royce will get a curse. Oops, got to put the curse in. I don't think I have a curse up here. Curse, 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 curse. Here's a curse. Okay, so we got a curse. We'll put that one. That goes in Royce's deck. Yeah, 11 cards is helpful, that's for sure. But and then he's going to do 3 damage. I haven't rolled his 3 damage yet. Do I want to split it? When you are attacked before drawing an attack modifier card, the attacker gains disadvantage on the attack. Sure. Why not? Alright, disadvantage for him. 3 damage for Royce. And he's already got the curse. Okay, that's out. So yeah, this game's lost. Adrian ain't even gonna get out of this room. But we're gonna do some. Hopefully, we're gonna do some good damage right now. Finally, I get my turn. Haven't hit anything. These guys aren't wounded or anything. Actually, no. This guy healed himself 1, and I didn't realize I had done damage. And the muddle is from last turn, so that doesn't help me here. All right, so at speed, Royce is going to move over here. Yeah. And he's going to... No, he's actually going to move right here, mind you. Yeah. And he's going to hit both of these guys for 3 damage with advantage. So number 2... takes 1 damage because of his shield. And the next guy, 3 damage. On your next attack, discard a card to gain +2. Okay. Great, so he did 1 damage. And then the other guy, 1 damage on number 5. Oh. And he gets 2 XP for that. And he moved. He attacked. That's it. Oh, you know what? Oh, I didn't do... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have that second one burn his wound card. They're both that. I just hate using wound cards right now. But I'm gonna die anyway. Who cares? Let's go ahead and put the wound on the last guy, 5. It's like if Adrian wasn't about to be dead. Because Royce ain't getting through this thing. He ain't killing all these guys on his own. There's none of that happening. This guy does 4 damage at a range of 4. Can't reach, so there won't be any of that going on. Oh, you know what I didn't do either? I didn't move this guy too. I keep forgetting that guy. He's way back there. So these guys are going to move 1. Blink, blink. And then try to hit, but they're both going to take damage. Blink. Blink. I'm glad they're not summoning stuff. They could easily be summoning right now. But the next guy won't get a summon. Alright, now Adrian gets to go. He's got a wound. He's down to 2 health. Adrian's going to move to right here. Just to move. And then he's going to do Unbreakable Wall. It's 3 damage to both of these guys. Both number 2 and number 5. So we'll say number 5 first. It's 3 damage plus 1 for each ally, so that's 2, so it's 5 damage minus 2. 3 damage on number 2. Dead. And then that's gone. And then he's going to do 3 damage to number 5 minus 2. It is worth an XP. He will use his healing potion. So that'll heal him 3 and get rid of 1, 2, 3 and get rid of the wound. And and it pushes them back 1. I don't know what good that's going to do. It's actually better for them to be pushed back. Unfortunately, that guy will get a hit unless I move faster than him next time and run up on him. But, yeah. Man, it sucks. Losing 6 cards to damage. I got pummeled for like 9+ damage twice on between all 3 of those guys hitting Adrian. They're doing 5 and 4 damage. All 3 of them doing 5 and 4 damage to the same guy. See, if you're playing with 3 or 4 people, that wouldn't happen because likely you're spreading damage out amongst the whole team. So there might be a few guys taking 4 or 5 damage, but they're not one guy taking all of it. One guy gets in front, they all pummel him. So yeah, it makes it really, really tricky to get through here. That guy's done. That guy's done. We're on the next turn. I can't get through here. I mean, like I say, Royce ain't getting through here. Adrian's got 1 card left. All these guys got to go in the discard pile. I've got 4 cards. Adrian's going to draw 1 or lose 1 right now. Can't afford to do anything about whatever card's lost, so it doesn't matter. It's just done. So I did run through. The plan of killing these guys worked. The plan of avoiding him is working. Those guys all crushing him did not work. Was not the part of the plan. So that went poorly. I would have tried to heal or done something if I hadn't lost 6 cards. No, it's 5 cards. Because 1 I got to choose. The other 4 came out of the discard pile because I had no cards left. And yes, I could have healed sooner and then I just lost 2 cards, but I still would have been down 3 cards and, or done a long rest and they would all pummel the crap out of him and he just discarded 3 cards. Oh yeah, it's big time weighted against you. Even though you have less monsters on the board, it's just, especially like this, with this having to move 15 turns of movement. Oh, I gotta actually take a card out. Shuffled them up. Didn't take anything out. Yeah, that's right. So, Let's just try to go for the kill on these two. Get them out of my face, and then we'll just try to start moving. I don't know how Royce gets through here, because Royce, even if Royce could say, "All right, sorry, buddy, I know you're down. I'm gonna try to get through." Even if Royce could kill off all these guys, or they die, or whatever, something happens, because these two guys are about to die. These guys are gonna die. These two guys he can't kill by himself. There's zero chance of Royce killing these guys because of their shields and their retaliate and their healing effects. It's not possible. Especially with Adrian about to die off. It's gonna be I don't see anything. I don't see how any hope can be had here. Not to mention the 2 shields on these guys. That's sucky. Oh, I used speed last time, so that's gone. I can't really go slow anymore. Let's go fast. Let's just go crazy. Gonna use fast again. And we'll do that. What's the fastest that is? 20? All right, Royce, 20 it is. And then Adrian. All right, Adrian, you've got 2 turns left. What are you going to do, man? What miracle do you think you have with 2 turns left? He's got to retaliate 2. All right. $32. Adrian's 32. Okay. Yeah, those guys get a move before Adrian. Nice. I was actually planning on maybe trying to punch through armor. Well, I can't punch through armor here. Never mind. So I'm going to move 2 to here. And then we're going to try and put these guys out of my misery before they get their turn. Actually, that guy's going to come up on us almost. So he's doing a... What was that guy? 2 move? 2? Wait, didn't I? I killed one of these guys, didn't I? Yeah. I think that guy's dead. That's the one I killed. The only one left are 1 and 5. Okay. How much damage is he going to do? 2 at a range of 3 and muddle? Yeah, that's probably doable. 2, 1, 2. You know what? I'm going to try this. I'm actually going to move here first with my 3 movement, unfortunately. I get piercing, which doesn't matter with this guy, but it will infuse the wind. I don't know what that matters in here. But I get piercing on all attacks. Oh, dude, I'm doing the wrong thing, though. All right, I'm not going to do the piercing. I'm just going to move. No piercing. Don't need it anyway. I don't think I need it. We'll see. I'm going to do this. movement, which is blurry jab. I'm just using the movement of blurry jab. I'm just going to move the one space there. I'm going to hit this guy for 2, and I'm going to use my poison dagger. My poison dagger on him. It's only going to work for 1 round because he's going to heal this round. But whatever. Hopefully Adrian can do some damage before he does too much to me. So, yeah. During your melee attack ability, add poison to 1 attack. So, it won't do anything for him here because it doesn't help until the next turn. But yeah, okay, so it's 2 damage. And he's going to retaliate for 2 because that's what he does. He has retaliate 2. So it's 2 damage. That's it. 2 damage on number 4. 1, 2, and he hits me back. Adrian takes 1, 2. And he's got poison on him for the moment. And then he's going to move 2, getting some XP for that as part of his twin strike. And on this guy, he's going to do 3 damage. And he's also going to... do I want to use poison on him? No. Nope. Not just doing 3 damage. Arrgh! Wouldn't have done anything anyway. I don't have anything that would add 1 damage. I just wanted 1 damage, and I got none because it subtracted my 1. It subtracted the only damage I do. So yeah, nothing I can do about that. And oh yeah, he was using his. I wasn't. No, I decided not to use the dagger. Okay, so yeah. That's it. This guy takes 1 damage before his turn starts. Oh, wait. On your next attack, discard this and do extra 2 damage. That's actually not for him, though. That's for this guy. 1, 2. Because he was the next attack. That guy was not. Well, Adrian, if you're going to do anything, this would be the time, my friend. Because you're going to be dead soon. You might as well accomplish something. So he's going to do a 2-2 move where he goes 1, 2, and 1, 2. I don't know why. Just trying to get as far away from that guy as possible. He's probably still going to be able to reach me because he's got a range of 4. This guy has a range of 2 for counter strike, but he has no other defenses. So I'm going to hit him for 2 with advantage, right? That's my attack? 2? Yep, 2 with advantage. 3, 4. 4 damage and -1. So obviously we're taking the 4 damage. 4 damage on number 4. Oh, 5 damage. Oh, yes, he's dead. Woohoo! We killed one of them. Ploink. And those guys haven't died yet. We're still waiting for them to die. Die already, you turds. All right, so now there's only 1 guy left to do anything. And he's going to move. He's going to heal himself 1. He's full health. He don't care. Move 3. Well, he has a range of 4. So he only needs to get to 3. No, he only needs to move 2. 2 to shoot Adrian. And how much damage? 3 damage, of course. Plenty to kill him. Oh, no, no, it won't kill him. Well, it might not kill him. Depends on what he does. 3 damage. -2. Yay! 1 damage. Adrian's still alive. But Adrian is now cursed again. So now we got to get another curse card out. Dang it. Ugh. All right, so another curse card. Yay. Well, slowly but surely making our deck. We've rolled through a lot of cards. Haven't. Oh, you know what? I have a miss in here. Darn, Ken, you're supposed to re-roll those misses. I think the problem was it was an advantage tack or something, and I ignored it because I didn't need to use it. And then I forgot that it was rolled. I'm supposed to check. I know, I'm so bad. Who knows how many times I would have missed if that card was still in here. Burned a lot of my, a lot of my roll cards are in there. Doesn't matter. I'm about to be dead. I think all the damage at least Royce did some stuff before he kicks the bucket, and I don't know what Adrian's gonna do. Adrian's not gonna be able to get through all this on his own. Wouldn't that be miraculous though? If he could get all the way through this thing, that would be amazing. I don't think one character can do this. Those guys aren't multiplying. They're supposed to be multiplying and dying. But they're not. They're just sitting back there doing their turterific stuff. These guys are going to move now. Finally, one guy dies. Ploink. Ploink. The other guy dies on the next turn. So there won't be... I mean, right now, they move 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I could probably just take them off the board. Actually, this guy died before he even moved. This guy's going to die right there. He's not going to reach anything, so I'm just leaving him. I'm just killing him off. I don't want to mess with him next turn. He dies next turn. Because he doesn't heal himself. I know they don't have heals. Nobody else around him is going to heal him. So I'm not going to worry about him. At a range of 1, they can do... these plasma guys are going to try to shoot and kill something, but they're not going to hit anything because there's nothing around, so they're done. Adrian's going to get his last card. Oh, it's this card I'm throwing. Nope. Keeping that one. It's 1 damage for Adrian because I got to keep the only card that can shoot right now. Adrian's just going to say, "Go, friend, go. I'm so tired. I'm going to sleep now." Like, Royce, "No, this is not a good time to sleep." Adrian's like, "I know, but it feels like the right thing to do." Yeah. Royce is like, "Stop, get out." No. "But I got this. I got this next attack. Don't worry about it, man." I don't know how he's going to kill this one. That one's going to suck. Because it's going to keep healing himself probably. And even if I have Adrian hit it right now, Royce has just got to run for the... Royce is going to move slow right now. It's a slow attack. But this guy's going to drop dead, so he's not even there. Adrian probably isn't going to be able to do anything except shoot something at range. So whatever I can do slowly. The best move I have is this one for moving slow. I don't have anything that moves better than that. Man, we got... You know, the crazy thing is, Royce should have had... I mean, this should only be like the second round for Royce. Or for Adrian. Second round. That's like four turns of cards. And he lost them all by getting killed. getting beat up on. Yeah, there's just no way. I mean, there's got to be a way to get cards back. I wish there was. But Adrian, did Adrian kill that guy? Yeah, Adrian killed that guy. So Adrian actually completed his thing. So if Royce finishes this scenario, Adrian succeeded in completing his battle goal. if Royce can run all the way through this thing, ignoring, not getting killed along the way, he will have given Royce or Adrian his battle goal. I don't know if it's possible for one character to get through this. We're going slow, so we're going to do this. I don't know if that's the right move, but it's the move we're doing. And we're going to do it at 62. Well, it's the fastest the slow can go, 62, so why not? Adrian only has 2 cards. What's he going to do? That guy's got shields. I don't even know how he's going to do anything. I don't suppose Adrian's Torchbearer can stick around if he exhausts. Cast the Torchbearer and let the Torchbearer try to wound something. Probably not going to work out great because the thing will just keep healing himself. I don't even know what to do. Let's go as fast as we can. We'll do 18. Just because, why not? Ugh. Well, he won't heal himself on this one. At the best, Adrian will at least be a target practice for this guy. He'll distract him from Royce. I do get to go first. He won't heal himself. So it's 2 with advantage. Or one wound. No, let's go with the 2 with advantage. 3 in a roll. 2 in a roll. 2. Okay, this with advantage. I'm down. I get 2 right now. 3. I guess we're taking the not rolled version. So it's 3 damage. We infuse the sun. And this guy takes 1 damage. And then he shoots for 2 at Adrian. That's 3 at Adrian, which will kill Adrian. And Adrian can't do anything else. So Adrian collapses under the onslaught. So Adrian is down. And that's that. Infuse the cold. Now it's Royce's turn. This guy will be dead. Not yet. I guess he's not dead yet, technically. But he's gonna be dead soon. Royce is gonna move 3. He's just gonna ignore him. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to heal himself for 1. And he's going to... Oh, nice. I didn't realize that they even did that. The oozes can heal themselves. They will never kill themselves. I didn't know that. So much for the hope that they would multiply and kill themselves. Now they're going to just, if they can heal themselves, that's the stupidest thing in the world. I didn't know they had that. God. Jeez. Oh, well, there goes that hope. Yeah, they're not killable. They won't kill themselves unless all they do is keep summoning themselves. All right, so another blast goes into Adrian's deck. Or Royce's deck. Sorry. Oh, that one already has a sleeve on it. I don't have any cards in here that shouldn't be right. Nope. Okay. So he blessed himself, healed himself, and moved a few. Yep. That goes away. Royce is done. These guys don't move. They heal themselves, so now they both got 2 health back. Oh boy. Yeah, but with only 2 players and those guys multiplying while I'm running up on them, it's like that's just another thing that's working against you on this. Like I don't even have 2 guys now, right? One of them just got beat to a bloody pulp, and that didn't work out. So that's it. So they're done. This guy's gonna only 1 guy left. He's got a range of 3, doesn't have to move. A range of 4, doesn't have to move. Oh, good. He's going to stun Royce. So Royce can't even move on the next turn unless he has that 1 card that lets him move while he's stunned. I don't have to look to see if he has that, but 3 damage plus 1, 4 damage on Royce. Royce can't really afford that. That's a... Oh, I do have that card. Okay. So he's moving slow, but he could do that. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, it's not his turn, but I'll do that next time. So did I take the 4 damage? No, I did not. Oh, I was getting rid of a card. I had to discard because I can't afford to take 4 damage. Let's get rid of that one, I guess. All right, well, let's see how this goes. Done, and we're off. All right, 52 for Royce. 5-2. Adrian's dead, so that don't matter. Next turn. Everybody goes before Royce. Yay. This guy just healed himself, and that's it. So that 1 damage he did was worthless. Adrian's turn was of no use. But he's not going to move. He's just going to stay back and... yeah, well... He infuses the wind to give himself more shield, but it's not like not like Royce is going to stick around to do. Oh, this guy died. He bled out. All right, so at a range of 3, he gets to shoot 3 targets, but there is only 1. He gets to do 2 damage. 2 damage to Royce it is, because Royce ain't going to do anything about it. These guys get to move 2. And at a range of 3, they get to shoot stuff. They're infusing the leaves. Royce gets to go. Royce is going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we're getting right up, down and dirty with these guys. And I got to use my speed token I just got to do this. Basically, I'm going to wound this guy and have it do 2 damage to him. This guy died. He's now wounded and taking 2 damage. So he will die on the next turn. So we're done with him. Good job, Royce. Making it look like you have a chance. But this guy is going to keep chasing you down, and then you're going to die with him. So let's see. I did that. Let's see, I did the move. I did the trigger. Okay, so just to let you know what I did this one here. That one is a systems reboot that lets you. The bottom half says you may move when you're stunned. Remove all negative conditions. So basically, he was able to ignore the fact that he was stunned last time. And then he moved 4, so he moved right behind this guy. And then I did Sands in the Hourglass, and then part of going slow, I was able to use my speed token and trigger the fast effects instead of the slow effects on my other actions. Which meant when I did Sands in the Hourglass, I was able to use my fast wounding ability. And then the bottom underneath that is all guys that are wounded take 2 damage. So he was able to get 2 on him, which means that guy will not live to hit me. So he actually killed him in 1 shot. That was like the best thing for those living spirits. If you can get a couple of those on. Now the trick is, how do we kill these stupid oozes? That'll be the trick. The trick of the day. Yeah, that's done. Next round. So at least Royce is looking like he's getting close to going into the next room. If nothing else, he might be able to see the next room. But that's about all we got going there. Fastest move possible. I am going to do this here. It's probably a high risk maneuver, but we're going to try it. So I'm just going to do it. 19 is all Royce can do right here. 19. Fire away, troops. Hey, we actually get to go first. Oh, and they're going to duplicate, which could be Summon ooze normal hit points value equal to the summoning ooze current hit points and by normal ooze's maximum hit points. Huh. That's very interesting. So when an ooze duplicates, do they take their effects with them? They should. They take their damage with them. They should take the effects with them. That's how I feel about it. But I don't know. I feels like that's the right answer, because I'm gonna affect them right now, and yeah. So oh shoot! I am not going to affect them this round. I'm only gonna hurt them. Dang. Dang. Wait, I did 19. Shoot, I can't even do 19. I have no speed. I have to do 75 or 49, which is going to put me behind. Oh, that guy dies. I don't have any more. Oh, who cares? I'm not collecting these things anyway. See, that's another thing. When you have to play so tight to the vest where you have to just constantly be moving, in pretty much every scenario I've played so far, you had to constantly be moving. Because if you're not rushing forward, you're not going to have the actions you need. It's like the one you just did, the one where you fought the corpses. You don't have time. I don't know. Were you able to purposely pick up loot? Because and maybe in that last room, I was able to finally pick up some loot, I guess. And if everything's going well for you. If things aren't going well for you, it's kind of tight. but I can never pick up loot because I have to run through because I need all my actions because the last room has big guys with armor and you have to pummel them and you have to use all your actions in there. So yeah, it's kind of hard to ever pick up loot. I don't know how you're supposed to advance in this game because you can't buy stuff in town without loot. And I can't pick anything up. I haven't been able to pick anything up since like scenario 3 or something like that. Or scenario 4, I think was the last one where I was actually able to collect loot. And since then it's been no. So I'm moving slow and I won't be able to wound these guys like I hoped anyway. Fastest I could go is 49, which still allows me to move. I can't change it now, but I can move it to the right order, which is right here. This guy dies, and it's pretty much the same thing because this guy's a 59 and he's a 94. So it's going to be the same here. But that said, I'm going to move here and do these guys have shields? Oh my gosh, the oozes have shields too? Golly, what the heck? Everything has a shield. All right, well, I get to ignore the slow effect on this move here, but I don't know how that's going to help me any. One, I get to do 3 damage to the first guy. Times 2, 6 damage to the first guy. Nice. Well, that's going to actually kill him when he tries to duplicate. Awesome. Well, that'll be less him in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to... That's nice. Which one did I hit? Number 4. Yeah, okay. And then this guy, I can't move through him, unfortunately. That means I can only move 1 space. He's holding me up. I'll move there. 3 damage again. No added. Oh, it was only 5 damage. Oh no, because he had a shield. It was 6, but he's actually got shield, which means he won't die, and that means he'll create an ooze that has 1 health. Oh, lame. So I did 3 on this guy, so he's going to be 2. At least these oozes will be smaller. Oops, I got to plug my thing in before it dies here. Yeah. My phone is on the verge of death. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. You can sit, because you get to sit back a little bit and let them do all of the fighting. So that burned this card. This is the first card I've actually burned, and I didn't actually get to do the wounds, but that might not be so bad because I actually did a fair amount of damage. So now these guys are both going to replicate. Well, this guy's going to... Oh, he doesn't even move. So he's just sitting back. It's funny because if I get through here, and then there's probably a big boss in this room. I haven't even gotten into the room yet, and I'm racing in there trying to burn all my cards, just getting there. And then there's probably a big boss that's like 22 points of health, and I'm going to have to kill it and flip those switches and come back and deal with this guy who I can't seem to hit. So that's going to be a nuisance. So this guy replicates. So he's 1, 2, and he replicates. Oh, it didn't do it. I thought it would. Nope. All right, so I got to put in another one. Ooze, ooze, ooze. I need my ooze. Where did I put the ooze? Oh, there they are. I'm going to need 2 more oozes. Number 1 and number 3. Number 1 Probably go in the next room and it'll be like, I don't know, 2 elite of these guys. Or an elite ooze. I don't know. It's going to be stupid, I know it. Alright, so we'll put number 1, I don't know, there. And then number 3 there. So number 3 is going to be 6 health. And number 1 is going to be 1 health. Yeah. And that's that. We're on to the next round. So the only thing that kills off 2 of those easily will be the... look at this. I got to get into that next room and they're blocking my path. At least this guy's not going to be shooting at me from behind. So Royce has got to figure out how to kill these things. I don't think I have a choice. I really don't want to give up this card, but I only have 4 health. I can't really not give up this card. Without wounds, I'm not sure how this is supposed to play out. I can try. All I can do is try to kill these things and hope that they don't replicate again. Because I gotta get through the door, man. I gotta get through the dang door. Doesn't do any good to pin him if you're going to sit next to him. That is one problem there. All right, we're going to do make it count, which might I could use my speed on this one finally, and I'm going to do 24, and I'm going to the next thing here. Plunk. Of course, that guy's gonna. Oh, look, he's just sitting back. They do that. It's like every time I need them to follow me just enough so that I can fight them when it's time. They just sit back and they never come forward. He'll sit back here. He'll never leave this room, and I'll be way the freak over there, and I'll have to run all the way back to fight him if I even get out of there alive. But at least I don't have him chasing me, I guess. So he's not doing nothing. Royce is up. Let's see. We're going to try... since we're going fast... First, we're going to hit number 1. It's 2 damage against his shield. Number 1 is dead. Because he only has 1 health. I'm just going to pull these forward because I can't get him. And then he can't move, unfortunately, so I will do a... I'll do a jig. Doing a jig. And he gets 1 XP for doing the jig, because the jig is worth an XP. And then he's going to do 3 damage to number 4. Yeah, let's kill it. 3 damage to number 4. Oh, and it's wounded. Oh, God, that would have been such a good one to have on the next turn. Oh, well. That guy's dead. That one will come up here. And... okay, so we've done that. We've killed those 2 guys. Royce is going to shift over to here because he's using the bottom of Make It Count, which is when he's going fast, gets to move 1. And he wounds number 5. Dead. Dead. And number 5 is wounded because that's part of the attack. And he gets to do 2 damage. Plus 1. 3 damage. Minus 1 for the shield. 2 damage. So 2 damage. 1, 2. And Royce is making it count. He's doing what he can, man. He's trying to get into that next room. Alright, so this guy's going to take a damage. Okay, so they're not going to move at all. But at a range of 1, they're going to push me. But there's nowhere to push me. There's no backwards. I'm against a wall. So they're not pushing me. But he is poisoning me. So Royce gets poisoned. And they get to do 4 damage. At a range of 2. That's going to do it. That'll do it. Because both attacks are going to be 5 damage because of the poison. So first guy poisons me. Next attack does 4 damage to me. So 5 damage. Oh, he misses. Okay, who went first? Number 3 went first, so he missed. This next attack, since he couldn't move me, is actually at disadvantage. Number 5 is at disadvantage. But it's still 5 damage. 4 damage? 4 damage it is. Royce can't survive 4 damage. Royce has to give up card. Okay. Next turn. Now Royce is poisoned, which is awesome. That's a lie. It's not awesome. Not awesome at all. And I only have slow moves. And I have to go slow. Not only do I have slow moves, I have to move slow. So if I survive this round at all, that will be miraculous. Okay, well, what am I doing? Slow. 82. Eek. They get to move first. Oh, well, I'm already poisoned, so there's that. And there is no leaves available. This guy's going to take 1 damage. It's a range attack again. So it's disadvantage. Number 3 shoots. Well, number 3 is not at disadvantage. So he does 3 damage. Minus 2 is 1 damage. Oh, 2 damage because of the poison. Can't ask for better, though. Disadvantage for number 6. Ugh. 3 damage. Royce has to give up another card. It's getting ugly, man. We got through that one. Royce gets to move. Now, Royce is going to move. He's going to use an ability that removes all negative effects. It doesn't heal him, but it takes away all his negative effects, so that goes away. And it'll let him move to... Oh, he actually got a loot. He got a loot by standing there. Now he's doing... part of that also means when he's going slow, he gets to trigger the... Oh, he has to use this. Trigger the fast effects of his next attack, which means he gets to wound. He's going to wound number 3. And then he's going to use the second part of that, which all enemies who have wounds suffer 2 damage, which will kill this guy. And this guy takes 2. And I just want to get into the room so I can at least see what's in there. That's the thing. Is this guy going to move yet? Look it! He refuses. Oh, no, he moves 3. He actually moves 3. Oh, and he shifts form. What do you know? He's actually an elite now. Heals, that doesn't do anything. Range, not even close. He's not even in general vicinity of me at the moment. All right, Royce, are you going to get in that room or what? Oh wait, we killed a guy. Only number 3 is left. Oh, and I did kill. No, I already picked up that one, I guess. Well, I killed the one that was right here. I think that was right there. All right, let's see if we can get in that room. I'm leaving this guy behind. I hope he doesn't, like, I don't know, heal himself. Oops. Oh. Really? Oh. Can't afford to do anything about it. I have to let it go. And I used my fast, so I gotta go slow again. They might not let me into the room. They'll kill me. They're like, no, you don't, man. You're not going in that room. I want to see what's in the room. Nope. You can't do that. You can't go in there. Sorry. But I want to go in there. I want to go in there so bad. Nope. You're not going in the room. Nee, 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 nee. You're not going in the room. Nee, 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 nee. Okay. Here we go again. Next, let's see. 54 is the fastest Royce can go on this round because he's going slow still. Hey, he gets to move. All right. Oh, he's gonna ooze. Oh yes, this is gonna kill him. Both of the ooze will not survive. So this will be the only guy left when I go into that room. But I won't have... Look, I only have 3 cards left. I can't win this game. I can't even click this. I won't even be able to flip the triggers. I mean, he mostly kept moving. He only had a couple of pauses. He did have to give up 1 or 2 cards for damage. But overall, I only used 1 sacrifice card. I had to give up, I think, 2 cards for damage. So that's 3 cards that I didn't just play, as far as I could. And I can barely make it into the room, much less flip the triggers. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how to get through here. I moved almost every single turn, with the exception of a couple where I was held up. The monsters are going to hold you up every now and then. I don't understand how this is supposed to be a possible scenario. I don't feel like I can get all the way through this and kill all the monsters with only 2 guys. I don't even know if that's possible. Not, I mean, maybe at a lower difficulty, maybe, because, waste less turns. Maybe this guy would be dead. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll be trying, because I only played twice without changing the scenario difficulty. Then I either change the difficulty or change the characters or both. I don't know. I don't see how the shadow whatever face Deathwalker is going to be any better. She's level 1. I don't know if she's going to have the cards to move fast enough, even with her shadows. She has a couple of decent attacks, but at level 1, not great. And she has to get all the way through here. I don't see how she's doing that. I don't see she's got a few 4-space moves, but when you have to move your shadows sometimes, and you have to move your character sometimes, even if the teleportation, you still got to get those things out far enough ahead of you. I mean, I guess you could sit back and just shove your tokens forward and then try to teleport all the way to one, but this is level 3, yeah. But level 2, I mean, really changing the level does very little. Well, I guess it would take away the curses. But the curses haven't hurt too bad. The wound was kind of a pain because that's not something that's on level 2 either. It ain't going to change the length of the thing. I still have to walk all the way through. It does take away health from these guys and takes away like the curses and the wounds. But other than that, that's all you're gaining. I mean, you're smaller monsters and slightly smaller monsters and slightly weaker abilities. Only slightly. So I'm not sure how much different it'll be. I mean, maybe the oozes will be smaller. And the oozes are really the least of the problem. I'm kind of punching through them pretty easily. So I don't know. These guys are the biggest problem in here. But even then, look, I pretty much met my goal of moving all the way through, except truthfully, Adrian got beat the snot out of her right here. Would that have helped if she could have gotten through? I don't even know. I mean, look, Adrian or Royce had very little holding him up, and he still barely made it to the room. Well, assuming he's going to make it to the room. All right, it's his turn now. Well, let's just do the attack first. All enemies that have wounds suffer 2 damage. And then he can't shield that, so it's 2 damage. Which means when his turn starts, he's going to take a wound and 2 damage for splitting. So the ooze is dead. So there's that. Now I'm going to move. I can only move 1, or I could just... Oh, I was thinking about moving and healing myself, but I guess I don't really need to. Well, no. I'm going slow. I don't really have a choice. It's not like an optional thing. So, well, not true. I can do a basic move out of this and just move 2, which will at least get me into the room. Let's go in the room. 1, 2. I just got to see what's on the other side. Basic move I did. Nothing fancy. Didn't heal myself. Don't care. Just want to see what's in this room. My thought is, if I can at least see what's in the room, I can plan for the future, knowing I don't know what I can do. I'm going to lower the scenario difficulty. Is basically all I'm going to do. Now, keep in mind, if you're playing 2 characters and you're not playing solo rules, like you're playing normal people rules, like 2 people playing 2 characters separately, it would be a lower level. This would be a level 2. Only solo rules make it a level 3. So I'm still kind of playing it within the range of 2 characters. If I play level 2, 2 people separate would... Apparently, they gave a lot of credence to being what they call it perfect information, where you know exactly what's going on. Yes, it helps. You know the exact move and the exact plan, and it does make you a little better. But it's not a lot better. Like right now, I'm really trying to just maximize distance. And if I was working with someone else, yes, we both be trying to maximize distance, and it would be tougher to plan for where guys are going to sit because you don't know what your partner's going to do exactly. But how many people play without sharing extra info? Like, hey, can you stand to the left over there? I could use your help over here. Go stand to the left, or stand right behind me, or, I mean, you could say stuff like that. I don't know. I think... they just give a lot of value to perfect information. All right, when any door 2 is opened... Oh, by the way, any door 2... there's 3 doors right here, and I only opened, I think they're all the same door, basically. I mean, I guess there's a slight difference in movement, but it ain't gonna matter. So, 26.1. Let's see what I will find in this room. Big bad guy, probably, and 2 doors that I have to flip the switch to. That's what I'm thinking of. Nope, just 2 more oozes. Passing through the narrow chamber, we reach what must be the end of this path. A room extends out before us, the whole of it bathed in the unnerving green glow. At the far end, we see the source, a giant door covered in gears and unintelligible runes. It stands like some warded vault, pulsating vibrantly, while a viscous emerald ooze seeps its cracks. Had we more time, we would stop and investigate closer. Take samples of the slime for study, but time is short, As we stand here, a breeze lifts, it pushes against us, a foul wind, a warning. Open all doors. Switches can be targeted by character attacks. Whenever either switch is attacked, regardless of damage, it is considered activated. At the start of each round, any ooze or any switch not activated, oh my gosh, spawns an ooze. It is normal for 2 characters or elite for 3. Freaking how did I expect you to win these things? So they're basically saying at the start of every round, these switches have to be, if they're not activated, they'll spawn an ooze. So I'm gonna go from 1 ooze to 2 ooze to 4, from 2 ooze to 4 ooze, and okay. So this is what the room looks like. This one. Nope. This one? Yeah. No. Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. All right, so there's 3 doors right there. Okay. And where did I put the door I just had? I don't know what I did with the door, man. I lost it. It just jumped right. It just right appeared, man. I don't know how that happens. Okay, well, we'll just create 3 doors right there. So this will be for next time, because I'm going to have the whole map up next time when I play it at a lower level. So I came in right here. Oh, I'm sitting on the door that I had. And then 2 more oozes are in existence in this room. So they're sitting right here and right here. And then I don't know, this is kind of a pain. I don't even know. I should probably just say where they are. I was digging these out just to find letters. It's kind of dumb. Basically, there's 1 here and 1 here. It doesn't matter which ones you put there. Okay, so again, consider the math. It took me basically all my cards 3 to 5 times, or basically about 15. How many rounds did I do here? 12 rounds. I told you I only get about 12 rounds. I don't know how you're getting 15 to 20 rounds. How you're getting 20 rounds is amazing. Amazing. Because I did have to give up 3 cards, but that would have gotten me about 14, 15 rounds. It would not have gotten me that many more. I didn't do any of my... I did one lost card attack. I did the cascading reaction that... I did that one. That's the only card I did, and I just did it late. So I had that card all the way to the end, and then I had to give up, I think, two or three cards to wounds. But so that basically means 4 cards I didn't get to play with, and I don't know how you do it. Now, granted, 1 guy in here is gonna. So if you figure it takes you 14 turns, and he's got like 1 range attack that he can do, which means he can't move in position to shoot those things in one turn. No. So to win this scenario, you got to figure you got to go 15, 16, 17, at least 17 rounds at an average of 2 spaces a round. You're moving. An average of 2 spaces a round. That means those turns when you only do 1 space, And those turns where you do no space have to be offset by your 4 space moves, which you don't have that many. Or at least these guys, Adrian and Royce, don't have that many 4 space moves. So I've got to go basically 17 rounds. I have to survive. I did 12 rounds to get in this door, 13, 14 just to get here. And if both guys survive and we're here in 14 rounds, then 15 rounds to make an attack on these things. Probably that means since my attack is going to hit these things, these oozes are probably, unless I have a really good range attack, I'm going to have to move close enough to hit these things. Royce only has 1 range attack, which means he has to run all the way across the room to hit those. 1 turn, 2 turns, probably 3 turns to hit him, which means we're going to have 6 more oozes in the room. Because that means, well, let's say 2 turns. So there'll be 4 more oozes in the room. So there'll be 6 oozes, assuming these oozes don't duplicate on their own. So you're basically guaranteed that you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to move 17 rounds and kill at least 10 guys. So you got to kill 10 guys, some of which are these dummies who have shields and keep healing themselves, and they retaliate and do piles of damage. I don't know how it can be done. All I can say is you have to play a lower scenario. I don't see how you can do this at level 3. It was probably you who proved me wrong on the Quattro library, Ivan. Or somebody, no, maybe that was Mike. Somebody played the Quattro library and they proved me wrong that they could get through it. And he didn't lose at all, and he said he won twice. He played it twice because he wanted to make sure it wasn't like, a fluke. Or he wasn't just lucky. So he played twice and won it both times, he said. Same level, same 2 guys. He did it with Adrian and Royce, or Banner Spear and a Blink Blade. And he played the same level as I did, and he got through it twice. And it took me, 10 times, 11 times to get through that one. And I had to lower, and I think I ended up, no, I didn't lower the level on that one. But I did decide from now on I'm not doing that anymore. It drains me too much to keep playing the same level. I have to lower the level this next time. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. I really struggle to figure out how the action economy will reach this back wall and allow me to kill 10 monsters. 10 is the minimum, by the way, because you're pretty much guaranteed that these guys are going to duplicate at least once. So that's 4 and 10. 4 and see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's 12 monsters. You have to kill 12 monsters because you got 3 in this room, 5 in this area, and 2 here. So that's 10 monsters just by default. And you can have, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them replicate, or 5 of them bring out more monsters. They have the potential to do that. Those ones are guaranteed to have at least 1 replicant by the time you reach them. I mean, or not guaranteed, but the odds are really good because you've got like 10 turns before you're going to get there. It's a pretty good chance he's going to replicate at least once before you get to him. I got lucky, replicated once. But he could replicate it 2 or 3. And he did eventually replicate again, so I had to kill 2 more. Just this battle, which I think I actually did pretty good against the replications. I had to go up against 4, so an extra. I only had to go up against an extra 2 monsters. Right, 2, and then killed 1, 2. Yeah, they turned into 4. So I had to go up against an extra 3 monsters. So 13 monsters. I only had to fight 13 monsters. Only. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Because it's 11 card hand only gets 5 turns the first time, and then you rest. Okay, so then you get 5 more. That's 10. And then you rest. And then you get 4. That's 8. So 8 more before you go down again. So that's 18. So if you figure you're going 3 before you go down again, that's 6. That's 24. And then you go down again. You're down to 4. That's 10. All right, maybe it is 30. But I don't know. I never get that far. If you only lose cards to resting, that means never casting a card that is a lost card. I don't know. I only casted 1 lost card. I don't know. That's the only card I cast that I lost, and it was at the end when I was fighting that ooze. And all right, I'm gonna play this out. Okay, just because. I mean, it's only 1 more turn. What's it matter? This guy died, by the way. He's dead. And was there anything left to do? You know what? I did this, which is funny. I did this. I ran into this room. This guy doesn't move. And both of these oozes replicated as soon as I walked in the room. Because they were like number 5 and number 4. 5, 4. This guy died. And now both of them are down to 6. But now there's a 1 and a 3 in the room that are both 6. Okay, so basically Royce is already, or this battle has me going up against 15 monsters, needing 17 actions just to get across. I need 15 monsters. So that means every turn I need to be hitting something or possibly killing something just to even kill these things. And I haven't even gotten across the room yet. All I did was get to the door. That was my entire move because it was only 2. So one of these cards has to go. I'm going to fight him to the death. We'll just see what this happens. So that card's gone to the loss. I haven't got enough health to worry about it. Let's see what happens. I do have 1 speed action. So what's the fastest I can move? I have no range. So yeah, this is my last turn. I can probably punch something. No, I guess I'm pretty much played out. Probably not killing anything. 24. Let's move him at 24. He's going to move. Look at that. Guy refuses to move. He just stays back. Does nothing. He don't even want to play anymore. He's not going to bother chasing me. I'm going to move. What are these guys going to do? They're not even going to damage anything. They're just going to heal. So I can't get close enough, and I have no range, unfortunately. I can't even shoot. 1, 2, 3. Ha! I can get one of them. I can get one of these things, which is kind of funny, actually. All right, 1, 2, 3. He's going to heal, so I don't know what it matters, but I'm going to do I have piercing because I'm going fast. And I'm doing a base. Oh, shoot. No, I can't do it that way, though. One. Oh, nope, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm still going fast, but I can't. I can't do what I wanted to. So I can only either move 1, 2. Nope, doesn't get me there. I can move 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do that. I'm doing a basic attack, and I'm going to use my boots, which will give me 1 extra move, or basic move. I'm sorry, basic move with a 3. So I move all the way up to here. That's all that basic move can do for me. Then I'm doing a twin strike, which doesn't do much. It does 2 damage. It's a miss. Whatever. And then he's going to move around to here, and he's attacking this. So he'll stop this thing from replicating. So that's his turn. And he gets an XP because he moved on a fast turn on that. Okay, so Royce did manage to get through and stop one on the first round, which is good because another ooze gets cast on this turn. They aren't going to attack me. They're going to pick up loot, and that's it. Move, pick up loot, and heal themselves. Oh, that's right. All of them are going to heal. Nice! That means they're all up to full health. Yeah, that was great. And so this guy replicates an ooze or creates an ooze. And that's another one, number 8. So, well, short rests and long rests are the same, right? I mean, you can get more rounds by doing long rests in theory because you don't actually use a card. So, yeah, that makes sense. And again, if you're able to run all the way through this scenario without ever taking enough damage or burning any of your good cards, I'm impressed. I am serious. I don't know how anybody would do that. Because if all you're doing is moving as fast as you can through here and not hitting and fighting and not taking damage, how would somebody do that? I don't know. I don't feel like somebody's going to prove me wrong. I feel like this isn't a play-tested scenario. I don't see how this is practical for 2 people. Of course, I've said that before. I said that about the stupid, what do you call it, the derelict elevator. I said that about the Quattro library. They were doable. I did do it eventually. But they're not... this one feels like the action economy works against you. It's not even about that. Because the simple math says you need 15 rounds to get through here. And then you're saying, see, under the perfect scenario, if I get 25, I have 7 rounds to kill all these guys and move. I still don't understand how I never come close to that. Because look, what did I have? 13 rounds. That's all I had. 13 rounds. I burned 1 card and I lost 2. I lost 2 cards pretty late to damage. So, yeah, that's not good, but it doesn't feel like it cost me 10 rounds. 3 cards should not have cost me 10 rounds. Huh? I guess having summons that fight for you is good, but how do you... Because you have to cast... See, that's under the assumption that your summons are going to live long enough, and you're not going to get attacked, and your summons aren't going to walk all the way through this thing on their own, because you can only summon them adjacent to you. So they're going to die long before they get anywhere. 38 rounds, I don't see how Bone Shaper makes it all the way, gets them all the way through here. That doesn't seem like, because first of all, summons do what they want to do. They go after stuff, and they die easy. They're easy kills. I don't see how they're surviving long enough. Because when I played, I mean, especially at level 1, well, of course, you're not going to be playing a level 3 scenario. And I don't know how... And the thing is, your summons don't get stronger. You know, I mean, summons are always a 3. Well, you get some better summons later on, but you're only going to get 1 or 2 of those, right? And having skeletons that only have 3 health, they only do 2 damage, they've got to punch through all this armor. Some of these guys have retaliate. I just don't see skeletons doing well. And plus, you got to move all the way through this thing. I don't know. I will try again, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to probably play it at level 2, drop its level, see if that matters. I did, like I said, I ran all the way through here. This is a scenario where you cannot play... at least I don't feel like there's any way to play your... You know, I don't know. I'm going to check what these guys do at different levels. Okay, because I'm going to see at level 2 how hard these guys hit. That's what I'm curious about. Let's just see how hard these guys hit at level 2. I am curious. They still hit about the same hard. In fact, they have the same health. So at level 2, these guys have 10 health and do 3 and 5 damage respectively, or 2 and 3 damage respectively. And then what was it at 3 again? Three and 4 damage. Okay, so they are 1 less damage each, 2, 3. Which might have made a difference on how much damage I took, lowering the chance that I have to. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's some good cards that like help your skeletons. I mean, there are some things on there that help you to avoid, like your summons can avoid taking damage, right? Like if they would take damage, I know there's a number of them. When they take damage, you can, you know, instead avoid it, and you can do that like 3 times or something. But and that's good too. Curses are not bad. I don't have any way to curse the decks. I can bless my own. That's what Royce was doing when he was trying to heal. He'd move and heal, and he'd keep throwing the blessings in his deck, which helped. He was able. Actually, he only got 1 of them. I think he had like 2 or 3 of them in, but he only got 1 of them, and that's supposed to go away. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum. I guess we'll find out when I try again. What time is it? How long did I go? 11:20. I was trying to be done by 11, so that's not too bad. I was pretty close. But as you can see, 13 turned into 16. I had to fight 16 monsters. I had no more actions left. If I think I have to fight 16 monsters and move 15 rounds, that's assuming, and that's not, you can't kill a monster in 1 round. I mean, you just can't do it. I mean, most monsters are going to take two or 3 rounds. And yes, you want to wound a lot, which helps. But keep in mind, you don't have that many wound cards. There's just not that many of them out there. You got 1 or 2 or 3. And if you're getting down to the end of your deck, the odds are you've lost several of those wound cards. So I don't know. I think I had it close if I hadn't got beaten up so bad in the middle here. If Adrian hadn't got crushed, you know, maybe Adrian, if let's say Adrian was able to get through there without burning cards. Yeah, I don't know. The wounds, the burning cards, or the high amounts of damage. The lower scenario might help. I guess we'll find out. I still don't know how it deals with cards because I still feel like 25 rounds. We have yet to see it. Yet to see it, and I guess we'll find out. Brrr. Until next time. Ivan, thanks for stopping by, man. And keeping me company and watching the demise of Royce and Adrian for the second time in this place. It's disappointing that I can never get loot though, because that's the fun. You go back to town, you get excited, you can buy stuff. When you can't pick up loot, that's kind of sad. You just like, who's out? I just gotta let it all die. Now, I guess if two guys are running behind each other, but then what? You gotta stagger your movements. It's like, oh, I can move 4. Oh, but wait, there's a loot that's only 2 ahead of me. So I gotta move on to the loot. There's a lot of loot I left behind. What about those guys I wounded and had to run away? I'm not gonna go back and get the loot. That's a waste. I can't got the time for that. This strategy kind of worked. I was moving forward. I got all the way to the end, which is good, but it took me all my cards. I did kill everything going into the room, but I wasn't able to kill everything. This guy refused to follow, so at the rate he was going, I had to kill these guys, and then I'd have to go back out there to fight him. So this guy's actually an elite too, by the way. He turned into an elite. But yeah, I would have had to go back out there and fight him. And he just doesn't want to move, so I don't know. And then these guys healing themselves all back up to 8. I made it to turn, well, I didn't even well, I guess I kind of made it to turn 14. I made it to the turn I can rest and then die on the next turn. Till next time, take it easy.